Have N Skillin and the baby. Soriandum. There you go. Welcome to the fortress. May you die a miserable death. Can't really wish anyone better than that in Dwarf Fortress. I hope your death is horribly tragic. I hope you get, like, dismembered in 13 different ways simultaneously. That would be amazing. And then I hope your hands get animated and come and haunt the fortress because a necromancer's attacking or something. Alright, so we'll wait for the beds to get delivered, and we'll make them into bedrooms. It is funny when you get a vampire in your fortress, because then everyone starts accusing each other of doing things. An elven caravan has arrived! Oh, good. More garbage. Oh, that's probably the one who died there. So, okay, who's our broker? Mr. Harbut. What if I just take Mr. Harbut out of the military? Just to make my life slightly less annoying. And Skillin. There you go. You can join in. Okay. Just prepare the atomizer. Yeah, if we didn't want their elven crap, we could just go and drop a bridge on them. Horrified. Oh, there's probably some critters here. I don't remember. One of our squads, were they set up to be... No, they're all set up to be meleeers. We should really get a ranged squad. Maybe I'll just make another. We have enough dwarves. Let me just create one more. Archer. Who will probably want to tune their uniform. No, not Rhyme Pendragon. Oh. No, that's fine. Okay. So yeah, if we check your equipment... Yeah, it's gonna try to do leather. We copy a uniform. We can add a uniform. Or maybe the easiest thing is take the archer thing and then change the material. There you go. We're gonna want everyone wearing metal armor. Okay, there. So the archer uniform is metal armor and then arranged. Reassign this now? Do I just rebuild the squad? Would that be the easiest? Assign uniforms. Shift U. There we go. So they've been reassigned the archer uniform. Done. Means now if I check view customization of the Abyss, yeah, they're all being told to equip metal armor and then the range tools. And then, yeah, if these guys are being horrified over here, there might just be some random critters wandering around. We can just position the archer squad here. Oh my god. More dwarven settlements. To just shoot some things. Alright, the elves are still arriving. Learning curve more like a learning magma pit. Possible to send Pendragon to Elves Village before full moon. There might be. I don't know what that would do. If he turns into a Weretapirs form, like on the way or when he's there, does it work? Is that done? So we'll go ahead and grab some more of these petitions. Dwarf Fortress, you got a good study in usability versus accessibility. Yes. So the new farms are now here. We have no seeds for plump helmets. Well, I'm still going to shift enter a plump helmet job over there. So what is this? That is the spring, summer, cave wheat, autumn, cave wheat, let's say, winter, do dimple cups, just to mix it up. I mean, we should still be fine food-wise. Yeah, we have tons of seeds, we have tons of food, we have tons of drink. I think we just have a lot of plump helmets that haven't been processed because we don't really need it, and therefore we're ending up with not much in the way of plantings, but I think we're okay. Oh yeah, Artistic Sumo. Yeah, that's interesting. So is it like real-time closed captioning on Twitch? It's probably going to be as good as the automatic closed captioning on YouTube, i.e. not. Alright. Oh, you're still unloading. Okay. Unload faster. God. Elves are super lazy when they come here with the stuff that I'm going to steal from them. Everyone satisfied? Yep, we got the mandate, making bucklers, which should have a job in the queue. It's not validated. Is it possible it's because our manager is in a military squad? It could be. Speaking of, actually, let me go and toggle everything off temporarily, because I'm going to want to activate these guys. Okay, you're done, you're done. Yeah, the new squads, but we'll do that. All right, bunch of new migrants. I don't think the wall overhang is done, but yeah, we should double check that. Build, construct, floor. I mean, I don't think I actually have to build the floor on top of the roof overhang, but we may as well. Diorite blocks? Okay, good. We've got some again. Why is this, like, a little gap here? Did I, like, weirdly cancel something? Maybe there was a tree in a way temporarily? Oh, yeah, then we don't have enough blocks, so... just stop there and wait for more blocks to get made. There's no reason to make the UI hard and confusing. A technical user base can have an easy UI faster than a hard UI. Trick is having shortcuts. Yeah, so the thing with Dwarf Fortress is once you do, like, you know, once you've learned the UI and some of the hotkeys and stuff like that, you can burn through it really fast. The military squad thing has always been, and will probably continue to be, a cluster fudge of chaos there. Partially because you don't go in a lot, and partially because it's like, yeah, no, it's pretty hairy to work with. But otherwise, like the designations of buildings, the workshops and things like that, it goes fast. Assigning jobs, like JMQ, type in the thing, enter, type in the number, like boom, 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 boom. Because I've done a lot of work, you know, back when I wasn't so lucky to just be a YouTuber and streamer all the time, and I was a programmer and stuff like that. I designed a lot of, I mostly worked for like internal applications for businesses, right? Stuff they would use internally to do stuff. A lot of database work, a lot of web stuff, a lot of working with legacy systems. And one of the things is there's always this push to like update. You know, if there's like an old application that's like a text-based, like basically just a telnet thing into a Unix server that's been like that since the, what are you carrying? That's so freaky looking. Inventory? Oh, anyway. You know, these things have been in use since the 80s and whatnot. And then people are like, we're going to redesign new UI. It'll be like Windows-based. You can use the mouse. You can click on things. And productivity goes way down. Because it turns out it's a lot more work to go sort of clicky, clicky. Okay, I got to click there and whatever. The training time gets cut down dramatically. Right? It's much easier for a new person to learn the system. But you don't get the advantage of someone who becomes experienced with the system of just being able to burn through it. Even now, like when I go to, let's say my car needs to be repaired, right? If I go into an auto repair shop here, the application they use to like write down the problems that I'm having and whatever is still one of these old text-based things. But you see these people just burn through those screens like they're not even there. They go so fast. And it's just because of muscle memory and keyboard stuff. 80s try working COBOL from the 70s. Another update to that new language. Well, yeah, I mean, there's that too. Okay, yeah, what the hell is this? I guess I need K. There it is. Oh, it's someone's partial something. Cool Hibor Kinnear's partial skeleton. Like, it's partial skeleton, and it's also covered with a bunch of different bloods and things like that. Yes, that's the, I think that was the Weretapirs, right? I think so. Same for health services in the UK. Oh, yeah, most of those things. And the thing is, so part of it is because, so like replacing everything for like hospital computer systems, like that's a big undertaking and needs massive amounts of like government certification and stuff like that, because if there's a glitch that causes patient records to become inaccurate or leaked or whatever, that's huge liability. So they're slow to change. Banks are the same way, very slow to change all those things. But people have learned through the sort of mistake of trying to modernize the UI in certain ways that some of the things that are kind of better on paper, you know, good UI versus bad UI, don't necessarily make the best sort of working UI. What is happening here? A gremlin, drive it away. And a buzzard, okay, that's all fine. Trade, we're gonna steal all the dwarven stuff, or elven stuff. It's only 4 grand worth of stuff. Seized, done, excellent. And you're no longer needed over there. Lovely. So yeah, there's a gremlin there. Came inside, he was detected. What I think I need to do is I need to build some cage traps. By these doors, because people are sort of sneaking in and out. A little bit of that, something like that. Heck. May as well go and have some redundant production. Squad A, B, C, D, kill that thing. I don't really need to send everyone. It's mostly a question of whoever gets there first gets the kill. Done. Good UI equals easier to learn than the fastest. Now, there's no reason you can't have a very visually driven UI that is also laden with hotkeys for all the things. And if someone is willing to learn the hotkeys, then they can just go just as fast. And I think gaming is really one of those areas where people have really figured that out quite a bit. In certain ways. Now, it helps that most games don't have maybe as many inputs as, you know, some of the, you know, the data entry stuff that you have to do. But most games are pretty good about everything is mouseable, but everything also has a hotkey that you can use. Yeah, I was going to say, RTSs in particular come to mind, because RTSs like StarCraft and Warcraft and things like that, it's very important that the player has access to as much information as possible all the time without being overloaded. So the information has to be displayed, but in a useful manner. In addition, you want the game to be like easy for people to learn, like they can just look at an icon and then click on it, but mastery comes from being able to go fast with hotkeys. You know, even like things like with shooters and things like that had some of that. Like, you know, there's shooters, especially I'm thinking the old school shooters, right? Like your Dooms and things like that, where you didn't just have 2 weapon slots. You had like 9 weapon slots or whatever. And you can cycle up and down with a mouse wheel. But really what you want to do is learn that, like, okay, if I hit 5, that's my, I don't know, pulse rifle. And then 6 is my rocket launcher or whatever. So you can just switch by hitting those hotkeys. And so, yeah, I think more business people need to be gamers. Now, luckily, as a factor of changing age and demographics and things like that, I think that's sort of inevitably going to happen. You know? Anyone know? Oh, these OTC, these are dead creatures. Olm skeleton, cave toad, cave crocodile. These are like monsters and things that don't have their own individual graphics. That's what's going on there. Yeah, we talked about the Ahoy 4 video today. So I'm kind of ill today. I'm feeling a little better now. I'm sort of in the vibe, although I'll probably collapse after this. I slept in a little bit late, just not feeling well, almost didn't stream. As a result, I didn't get our 9 a.m. release of the Italy, but they have been recorded. I'm going to put one live as soon as the stream ends, and then tomorrow you'll get one at your normally scheduled time. But the Italy campaign's going awesome! Very awesome. Hey Quill, is there any way to limit FPS slowdown I get when my fortress gets large? Yeah, i7, 10 gig RAM doesn't do much. So, we're going to get into a competition about multi-threading here, which is where the non-programmers, or the people who have gotten like, oh, I'm in my 2nd year in university, multi-threading, I've done that, it should be easy. Yeah, so multi-threading's very, 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 very incredibly difficult to do for many things, including games. It's non-trivial and tends to make things much worse than others. There's a little bit of separate threading for a couple of jobs in here, like some of the pathfinding and things, but mostly, in most games, run mostly single core. Game crashed again, you guys. When was the last time it saved? Anyway, yeah. So there's not just a button you can hit to like cause things to start being multi-threaded, unfortunately. So yeah, the problem is, so computer performance really, other than the clock speed of your one single core that's going to be used, there's not much you can do to throw more hardware at Dwarf Fortress to make it go faster. I guess I'll try to restart the game. We'll see what the situation is. You, go. So really, the way to keep Dwarf Fortress humming along this, the best thing you can do is limit the amount of crap that's in your fortress, maybe by using DF Hack's auto clean tool. And then the other thing is to make the pathfinding flow as well as possible in your fortress. Vertical fortresses are a big help for that. There's a few other tricks. Now, we're not really, implementing a lot of these here, so we don't have the most efficient fortress for pathfinding and whatnot, but there are some things you can do. Lots of redundant ways to walk is actually sometimes a good thing. Okay, I have no idea what date we were when the crash happened or how much has changed. No idea. Yeah, talk about improving DF and it crashes. Coincidence? I think not. Now, of course, I am running DF hack and things like that. So there's lots of extra things that might lead to crashes here. That might not if we were running pure vanilla, but who wants to run pure vanilla? Other solution, find the oldest computer can, play DF on it for a week. Then you go back to your proper computer. It won't actually be faster than it was, but psychologically it will seem way faster. Ro's got a pretty good winning move right there. The only winning move is not to play. Oh man, I got videos for Twilight Struggle coming out soon. Sorry, that's a quote from the movie called War Games? I think so. Curious game. The only winning move is to not play. What was I saying? Yeah, so that was a quote from War Games, but then it's included in Twilight Struggle, the digital version of it, which I've been playing in lately, so I recorded a few episodes. Twilight Struggle is a real-life, 2-player board game about the Cold War, and it's wonderful. And about 3 years ago, I did a video for the digital version. Anyway, I had it on my brain again, so I started playing it, so I got some videos of that coming, and I think they're quite fun. Wall overhangs, bedroom set. Yeah, okay. Oh no! Alright. I mean, so the new bedrooms have been dug. They have to be rebuilt. Actually, cancel the smoothing of the hallway. Save a little bit of time and some amount of consistency. Yeah, so we lost quite a bit of time, actually. We were probably just on the cusp of a season change. And another autosave. On the farms. Yep. You, just plump helmet. You, quarry bush. Cave wheat. Cave wheat. Dimple cups. Sure. I'm filled with sadness. The prisons should all be there. Yeah. That was done long enough ago. Although, the Captain of the Guard never got assigned this stuff. There you go. Bedroom. Captain of the Guard, which is Esoteric Fish, not the villain. Yeah, because I think the villain got assigned this. We're just going to replace that. And then... oops, wrong. Dining room. Assign to Esoteric Fish. Check over here. Looks good. You've got a mandate for bucklers, which... would buckler... Make 3 of those, please. Okay, thank you. The traps. Oh, yeah. Build, trap, cage trap. There's a few other places where I'd even like to build them, but we'll just start with that. Hillock being founded. Oh, this has got to be unsuspended again. Wrong floor. Yeah, unsuspend that. Unsuspend that. We're then going to go designate, remove construction here, here, and here. Okay. Oh, Degel has given birth to a girl. Well, that didn't happen last time. I don't think pregnancy is a state. I think there's just a percentage chance of something happening. I'm not sure. Is this the person we renamed last time? In which case, the names are probably all different. Oh well, it's alt history, you guys. I'm gonna blame the Legends tomorrow. Or Barry Allen. Barry Allen put his foot in the timeline again and screwed everything up. Backstabber! proud mother, backstabber, and her child. Sorry! Who was the other one? I don't remember who the other person was. I got Sorry back in here. I don't remember if you were mother or child before. I think you were a child, though. Don't forget your Crisis of Infinite Dwarves. Nice. Speaking of, are you caught up on all the CW shows? Not 100% on all of them. I guess, was this week the, like, big season finale or something of Arrow? Was like a 2-hour special? I haven't watched it. I'm definitely not caught up on Arrow at all. I am caught up on Flash, Legends tomorrow. I think I've got 2 episodes of Batwoman to watch. Crisis of Infinite Cats, wouldn't that be more appropriate for DF? Damn! That's pretty good. Elven Caravan. Oh, yeah! So that's the Elven Caravan we're supposed to rob. Right, and we're going to move Harbit out of there, and then we're also going to make this new thing. Okay, first, let's go to uniforms. Let's tweak the archer uniform first. Material, metal. Now, the thing is, I think people will just grab sort of whatever, but they'll prefer to grab the thing that they've been commanded to wear. All right, this new squad is in place. Must feel like doing another quick save. Arrow's final episode was the latest one, yeah. So I might just watch that one. Just because I did see a few clips and things, some shots of, well, spoiler, the funeral for someone. I'm like, yeah, that would be pretty good to see. Oh, I need to build a new refuse pile. In graveyard, which I realize is a different shape than last time, but oh well. Mr. Harper, did I not remove you from the squads? No. I was remembering that I had to do that, and then I forgot to do it. Double check the animals here. Pen pasture, grazing this. Nope, nothing. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, now that we've caught up with this again, because I don't want to have to do it again. Is quick save. Done. There's been a graveyard zone for a while. This is the corpse storage. Oh, there is a graveyard zone as well, where people can go and mourn and stuff. Maybe we'll do some of that. Bomb tax is borked again. Oh yeah, just slightly cut off. I'll have to wait until the autosave is done before I can do anything though. Bone bolt job, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, Huju, that's sort of the sense I'm getting, yeah. Especially with some of the reboot with Crisis, it sounds like some of the characters and there's some tweaks and things, and yeah. You ever tried the board game Awkward Guests? No! I don't even know if I'm familiar with that name, and I own a lot of board games. Like, right now. So, I'm not in my board game room. The other room in my basement is the board game room. In the room I'm currently in, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20...